Hi, Todd Wente here with Path to Progress. Sorry if my camera is a little shaky today. I am a little shaky today. my sugars are a little low, and I just got done with my workout, so I'm kind of struggling. Getting a little bit of a late start today, but you know what? Sometimes that's okay. What I wanted to talk about today was kind of an interesting deal for me, and it goes in line with what I was talking about yesterday as far as progress being a little bit messy. I got up this morning and I looked out the window and the sky was blue. Everything there's no wind. It looks like an absolutely beautiful day. In fact, as I looked out my backyard, I said to myself, this is a gorgeous day, with the exception of one small detail, a layer of snow that was covering my deck. It was thin. Not even an eighth of an inch thick, I think, but a layer of snow nonetheless covering my deck. But you know what? That's okay. You know, it's a beautiful day out, right? Looks like it's going to be just fine. So I got up, I put on a lightweight jacket and walked out to my car, and it was cold. It was freeze the nostril hairs inside your nose kind of cold when I took in a nice deep breath of that cold air. My goodness, what a difference between looking at everything and looking at it and saying, oh, it must be just a pleasant day, and getting outside and feeling it. Now, some of you may be saying, well, Todd, it's really not that cold. It's only 25 degrees. Or 30 degrees or whatever it is. Other people might be saying, oh my word, if it's colder than freezing, get out of the country. My attitude toward cold is, if there's clothing that will keep me warm, there's no such thing as too cold. Growing up in Minnesota, spending much of my life in Utah in kind of rural and woodsy areas and doing outdoor kinds of things, that's the way I live. But that's not the point. The point is, what it looks like on the outside, what it looks like to everybody else, may not necessarily be what it is. Got up, I went into the gym today. I picked up a couple of weights that are obviously much below most of the guys, most of the muscleheads that were working out around me. None of them said anything. None of them looked down their noses at me. In fact, in my gym, we're kind of welcoming of everybody and everybody's level. But it would be easy to look at that and say, wow, you know, what's going on? Then I went and I picked up a 5-pound weight, the lowest dumbbell that they had, and I did some exercises to rehabilitate my shoulder, keep both of my shoulders and my rotator cuffs healthy again. And then did some very specific arm strengthening exercises for the pistol shooting that I do. Again, what it looks like on the outside is, my goodness, what is he even doing? Why even bother? But the reality is that the progress that I want to make is my progress. It isn't theirs. Sometimes we forget. Over the last several years, I have been so concerned about how my progress would look to everybody else in the world that I made some very poor decisions, some decisions that stole my soul. I haven't fixed them all yet. I'm still working on it. But that lesson is very clearly in my mind. Just because everything looks one way doesn't mean it is one way. And the reality is, my progress is my business, not anybody else's. If that resonates with you, great. Share it. Let me know. Use it. Use it to drive yourself forward. And if it doesn't, turn in next week. Let's see what I can find, and maybe I can find something else to share. In the meantime, let's share this with as many people as we can. See if we can find more people that want to be on the path to progress. My name is Todd Wente. This has been the Path to Progress for January 8th. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.